What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we'll talk about stock market, and I'm going to map out all the levels for you guys. So going into tomorrow's session, you will be ready for that. And before we get started, please smash that like button. And unfortunately, yes, a lot of you guys are watching and you're there, but just hit it, guys. Hit that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you want to help out and get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it. Dow is down 0.27%, Nasdaq down 1%, S&P down 0.71%, and Russell going down 1.50%. And here's 11 sectors that makes up S&P 500, and you can see it's a risk off move here in the market, especially on top consumer defensive, utilities, and then we got financial. But look at bottom here, technology lagging behind all the way here on bottom, and then we got consumer cyclical and big dump off on Tesla and Amazon, basic materials, energy, real estate, healthcare, industrials, and then communication services. Week to date performance right here. We only got into the first day of the week, so we will talk about that going into tomorrow. And what we got here on stock market map, Tesla down 3.46%, Amazon down 1.71%, Disney, Netflix both are down on the day, Meta down 0.77%, Google slightly up on the day 0.24%, and Nvidia finally a red day down on the day 4.77%, AMD also down 5%. And then we got Microsoft going down 0.77%, and Apple also staying down 0.56%. Now I did show you guys this multiple times, S&P 500 seasonality chart, and this works out perfectly. And you can see end of this month we might get that sell-off, and if that happens, S&P 500 might be pulling back 5 to 8%. Last year we got almost close to 8%, and that actually lasted all the way up to mid-March. Now here on rate cuts, now you can see going into May, it's only at 35% chance, which is gonna be no cuts going into May. But into June, also dropping, it's a 50-50 chance. So who knows what's happening behind the scenes? Anything is possible. They might be coming out with some rate cuts if something actually happens really quickly, but so far nothing happening right here on Fed's watch tool. On SPY ETF, it's down 0.56% and came all the way down to 494.46, and we got a bounce, and now it's trading above this support right here, 495. Now also if you look at my screen, trading below 496.89, 13-day moving average right here. So tomorrow, guys, especially with earnings from Nvidia, yes, we could see a run up to this gap before a dump off. So the next resistance right here on SPY ETF, 498.75 and then 500. And below this resistance right here, 13-day moving average, 496.89. Watch out for the support, 495, and then 20-day moving average right here, this white line, 493.52, and then a straight dump off all the way down to this gap, just slightly under 490. To the upside above 500, SPY ETF can run, and then you could see a move all the way up to 505. And here's my X account, and if you're on there, definitely give me a follow, and there is no subscription, nothing you gotta go through. And not only my plays, I do post lots of things, expected moves, and especially charts like this one and this one here that actually broke out today, CLX. Now let's have a look at the trades today, and this was fantastic. Not only once, two times. And you can see Walmart early in the morning, right at opening, it was trading above 180. We got puts this Friday expiration. Guess what? It was only 10 cents. And if you actually got filled at 8 cents, it's even cheaper. And we got almost 100% on that play. But this thing ran up to 200%. From 10 cents, got up to 30 cents just after I sold. Now, not only that, we actually played Walmart for next week. At 181, got 175 puts, and those were 78 cents a piece. And guess what? That one ran up to almost 80% also. And this was fantastic. I got in twice, and this thing actually paid. Now, this was another one right here, and that is from last week when IWM was trading at 203, got 200 puts, and I was holding half of my position. And you can see today exploded, guys. This thing came down to where 198, went through the roof. These puts right here on IWM. Now all these trade ideas, and if you want to support the channel, definitely check out that link down below in the description for Patreon. On IWM, it's down 1.38%, and you guys saw that clip. I actually got in right here at 203. This thing went back up to 204, 205 almost, and then the next day came down here, took some profit at 201, and today half of my position paid big money. From 203 came down to 198 and closed my position in the green completely today on IWM. And you can see into closing also holding 198 right here as a support. So going into tomorrow's session, your line in the sand right here on IWM 198, and below that watch out for 20-day moving average 196.91, and then right here 195.94, 193, and below 193 huge dump off can happen on IWM all the way down to 190 and then 188 to the upside. Yes, we got a gap down today, so if this thing can hold 198, we could see a push back up to 5-day moving average right here, which is sitting close to 200, and above 200 you're going to see IWM going up and filling this entire gap at 201.09, and then watch out for a move up to even 204. On DIA, it's down 0.13%, so no significant pullback, and again holding 385, 384 right here as a support, 20-day moving average. Now also keep that in mind, this thing has to come down at some point. I mean, it's still trading at all-time highs, or at least near all-time highs. 389 and 386 is basically it's just there, guys. I mean, it's not a big pullback where you can say DIA trading at 367 and all-time highs were 389. It's not like that. It's almost there. Again, I mean, it's only a few dollars away. It can hit another all-time high. So watch out. 384 to 385 gives up. We could see a drop down to 380, and then watch out for 378 and then 376. Once we get under 376, DIA can flash really bad, and we could see a dump off all the way down to 367 to the upside. Now watch out, there is going to be a resistance right here at 387.34 or 68, my bad, 387.68, and above that watch out for another fresh new all-time high, and that would be somewhere around 390. On QQQ, it's down 0.75%, and once again 425 line in the sand right here holding up as a support, and this thing went back up. And look at this gap and how close QQQ was today from closing this gap at 420 to 38. I was waiting all day. Maybe we see a move down to this gap and I can get some cheap calls to the upside and play it. It never happened, so I never got in, and this thing went back up and now trading at 427.32, down 0.75%. So 420.25 right here needs to give up, and then you're going to see QQQ coming down and filling this gap at 420 to 38. We also have support at 420 and then 418.55, lower Bollinger Band all the way down to 50-day moving average 414.82, and then this gap 413.58. Now to the upside, big resistance right here at 428.41. Above that, watch out for 430, 432.57, and then 438 possible on QQQ again. But I think this sell-off just getting started, and tomorrow, especially NVIDIA can do that, guys. We got big earnings coming out from NVIDIA tomorrow night, and there is the expected move, which is $83.41, I believe, and it's gonna be wild tomorrow night. So watch out here on QQQ. So the dollar going down 0.21% and nothing big, holding 104 as a support. Now below 104, We also have support on dollar right here at 103.58. And now to the upside, dollar needs to break 104.48. And soon as we get that, dollar can move all the way up to 104.89 and then possibly up to even 106. On TNX, it's down 0.47%, so nothing big. And if you look at my screen, kind of holding right here, almost there, 42.79. That is where rising 5-day moving average is sitting right here on 10-year, and it's holding at 42.75. So this support needs to hold right here, and below that we could see a drop, possibly down to, I would say, 42.88 and then 41. But I think TNX can hold right here. We could see a move back up to 43.70, and that's gonna be a big breakout above 43.70. This thing can spike, and there is a massive gap on top around 48 right here. So we could see TNX going all the way up here at some point, as long as we can maintain this uptrend right here on 10-year. On VIX is up 4.83% and finally closing above 15. Now, yes, there is a breakout, but we need more confirmation. Closing above 15 tomorrow, that would be nice on VIX, and then we could see a move all the way up to $18, $20 and possibly up here at 23, and that should give us at least a 5% pullback on Nasdaq 100 and also on S&P 500. Now to the downside, $15. Now you can see a key level here on VIX, because we got 5-day moving average also moving up close to 15. So that is gonna be a strong support right here on VIX. As long as we can stay above 15, I think this thing can shoot up again up to 18 to 20 and possibly even higher. But also keep that in mind, tomorrow we got some earnings from Nvidia, and that can shake up this market. We could see a lot more upside in this market, maybe another gap up or huge dump off, especially on Nasdaq 100. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated going into tomorrow.